Meet Greg. He loves eating chips and being lazy. Due to his sedentary lifestyle and high sodium diet, he now has hypertension. Let's look at how this has happened and then see what Greg can do to treat it. High sodium intake leads to an increase in sodium plasma content, as well as an increase in osmolarity in the extracellular fluid. This draws water out of the intracellular fluid, making Greg feel thirsty. Greg's thirst triggers a response to send antidiuretic hormones, also known as ADH, to the kidneys, a water reabsorption hormone which reduces urine production and increases water reuptake. ADH causes aquaporins in the collecting duct cells to fuse to the cell wall, creating a channel for water to be reabsorbed into the blood. This leads to an increase in blood volume, which increases stroke volume for Greg's heart, as the end diastolic volume has now increased. Greg drinking lots of water due to his thirst also contributes to the increase in blood volume. This contributes then to an increase in cardiac output and is one of the key components in hypertension. ADH also works as a short-term vasoconstrictor or smooth muscle cells of arterial vessels all around the body, increasing total peripheral resistance. The higher cardiac output alongside the increase in TPR causes Greg's mean arterial pressure to elevate, progressively leading to hypertension, which can be modeled by this formula. MAP equals to CO multiplied by TPR. Now, let's look at the long-term mechanisms that has led to Greg's hypertension. Long-term blood pressure is regulated mainly by the renal system through the release of renin, an enzyme released from granular cells located in the walls of arterioles in nephrons. It converts angiotensinogen produced in the liver into angiotensin 1. Angiotensin 1 then becomes angiotensin 2 with the help of the angiotensin converting enzyme produced in the lungs. This is the key to Greg's hypertension, as angiotensin 2 acts like ADH, as it acts as a vasoconstrictor increasing TPR. However, it also secretes aldosterone, a hormone which stimulates sodium reabsorption in the late distal convoluted tubules, connecting tubules, and collecting duct. This leads to an increase in passive water reabsorption and once again increases stroke volume through a higher blood volume. Let's pump Greg full of ACE inhibitors and see what happens. By preventing the conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2, vasoconstriction is reduced, which decreases TPR. This also means less aldosterone is secreted and sodium uptake is reduced, leading to a lower stroke volume and thus a lower end diastolic volume, reducing cardiac output. Looking back at this formula, preventing angiotensin 2 production means reducing TPR and cardiac output, meaning a lower mean arterial pressure for Greg. Don't get confused though. Greg's hypertension may be treated for now, but ACE inhibitors and other treatments are no match for preventive measures. Reducing sodium in your diet and getting plenty of exercise and water will greatly decrease the likelihood of suffering from hypertension. No more chips for you, Greg.